Hi there. Today more about enlightenment. Does enlightenment change emotional and physical attachment? Do we still feel love for other people, ourselves, things, places? Do we still have this desire to be with other people, to have certain things, to be in certain places, to touch them, to be with them, to be in their presence, to possess them? No. Where does so-called love come into it? It doesn't. Love is a mixture of all sorts of things, all sorts of feelings and emotions. And feelings and emotions are just thoughts that have an expression in physical body with the physical symptoms. If you have a thought strong enough, it will cause a certain reaction, physical reaction in the body. And if it's mild, it's a feeling. If it's very strong, it's an emotion. And fixation on it causes all sorts of very, very powerful attraction. Need to be with that or with that one, to possess that, to be around it all the time, to caress it, and so on, to feel it. Love is just a fulfillment of all these desires and needs as human beings. We even feel that we're not complete, that something is missing. We need that something, we need that missing thing. Whatever it is, we need to fill the gap. And then there are needs that have to be fulfilled. And then we're looking outside to people, to things, to places, to anything, to fill that void. But when in the process of enlightenment, when gradually sinking more and more into the still mind, there are no needs. Nothing needs to be done. Nothing needs to be achieved. There are no wants. You don't need to possess anything. You don't need to be in presence of anyone or anything. What you feel is a constant well-being, peace, balance, being one with the still mind, one with the pure being. All is one. There is not you and then something else or someone else. All is one and all is experienced as one. So there is no attachment. Mind does not attach at all. All sorts of forms, whether there are forms of human beings or other life, forms of life or things or nature or places, or they all passing through. Mind does not attach. There is no fixation. And because there is no fixation on thoughts, there are no emotions as such. There is no need to seek pleasures, to seek highs. We are sort of on a natural high all the time compared to, the state of mental engagement on a physical level. What are we experiencing when we are with the still mind? It's just like a natural high, constant natural high. Even when it comes to sex, we don't need to chase sex for certain pleasures, for certain fulfillment, to offload, to reach a certain climax. But we can still enjoy it as part of a sinking into the still mind. disconnection from the thoughts, from the surface thoughts. Even before becoming enlightened, like sex is an activity that does not necessarily include engagement with the thoughts, can go much deeper towards touching the pure being, towards complete disengagement from the thoughts. And another physical activity that is very beneficial is yoga. It has an emphasis on breathing, and it stretches the muscles, which alleviates a lot of aches and pains that otherwise we can stop engaging with. These are thoughts too that have a physical expression, that are experienced as physical symptoms. When we can clear away all that, we are freer and more available to sink more and more into the still mind, to disengage more and more from the thoughts. Because enlightenment is a process, as I always say, it's a process of gradually sinking more and more, a never-ending process. As there are no thoughts, no desires, no wants, no emotions as such, no so-called love as such, but a constant well-being, a constant high, if you want, a constant bliss. So while we are still on this physical level, we just engage in activities, but we don't attach. We don't fixate. The mind doesn't do it anymore. We need to experience all these things. Talking about it, listening to other people talk about it, it just doesn't really do it any justice. We need to experience it. Practice disengagement from the thoughts, sinking into the still mind. And you will gradually experience more and more the process of enlightenment itself and everything that comes with it. Thank you. Take care.